For centuries, we've thought of evolution as this slow, kind of random process. But what if we could actually take the wheel? Right now, two of the most powerful technologies ever made, artificial intelligence and genetic engineering, are coming together. We are literally on the edge of wiping out diseases and maybe, just maybe, designing our own successors. So let's dive in and explore a future that could totally redefine what it even means to be human. Just imagine, for a second, a world where families don't have to pass down the fear of inherited conditions, where a tool with almost microscopic precision could find that one faulty gene causing a horrible illness and just snip, it's fixed. Think about diseases like cystic fibrosis or sickle cell anemia. Gone, potentially just erased from our biology for good. But of course, this incredible power immediately brings up a huge question. I mean, if we can remove what we think of as flaws, what's to stop us from adding what we consider enhancements? And that right there is the big dilemma. Where do you draw the line between healing someone and designing them? And look, this is not science fiction anymore. The ability to rewrite our own biological source code is here, and AI is the key that unlocks its true potential on a massive scale. But to really wrap our heads around the consequences, we first have to understand the tech itself. So how does this all actually work? Okay, to really get where we're heading with all this, we need to kind of peek under the hood. So let's open up the genetic toolbox and see exactly what we're working with. All right, so at the absolute heart of this revolution is a technology called CRISPR-Cas9. Now, the best way to think about it is like a pair of programmable molecular scissors. It's a system that we can guide to almost any specific spot in our DNA and just tell it to make a clean, precise cut. The process, in theory, is pretty simple. First, a little guide molecule leads the CRISPR system to the exact genetic sequence we're interested in. Second, an enzyme, that's the scissors part, cuts the DNA. And third, the cell's own natural repair systems kick in to fix the break. And that's our chance to sneak in a change, like correcting a mutation that causes a disease. But here's the catch. The human genome is just mind-bogglingly huge. We're talking about 3 billion genetic letters. So asking your molecular scissors to find and snip just one of those letters without accidentally cutting any of the other 2.999 billion, yeah, that is a monumental data problem. And this is where AI steps in as the master architect. Think of it like this. Before ever making a cut, the AI can run millions of digital simulations. It scans the entire genome to find the absolute perfect spot to edit, while also predicting all the potential off-target mistakes, places the scissors might cut by accident. AI is what makes this powerful tool an incredibly precise one. So now that we have this amazing, super precise toolkit, what can we actually do with it? Well, the medical promise here it's just staggering. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how we fight the diseases we inherit. And we're not just talking about theories here. These are real, devastating genetic disorders that scientists are actively working to fix with CRISPR right now. We're already seeing incredible results in therapies for sickle cell anemia, and the potential to treat conditions like Duchenne muscular dystrophy or even some types of cancer is right on the horizon. You see, the bigger goal here is a brand new era of truly personalized medicine. Forget one-size-fits-all treatments. We're talking about therapies that are custom-built to correct the unique genetic code of a single person. It's the ultimate in tailor-made healthcare. But with any tech this powerful, there's always a dark side. And the ability to rewrite our own biology comes with some of the heaviest ethical questions humanity has ever had to face. And this really gets to the core of the whole debate. Once we've mastered this tech for treating diseases, what's to stop us from using it for something else? What happens when the traits we can edit aren't just for health, but for things like intelligence or athletic ability, or even how someone looks? So it all really comes down to this: therapy versus enhancement. Using gene editing to fix a clear medical problem, pretty much everyone supports that. But using the exact same tools to go beyond what's normal and start enhancing human abilities, well, that's where the debate gets really, really heated. And we really can't have this conversation without looking at our history. The early 20th century was scarred by eugenics movements that led to horrific, racist policies. The fear today isn't about some state-run program, but of a new kind of consumer eugenics, where the market and personal choices could split society, all based on our genetics. And this quote just nails the biggest fear perfectly. If these genetic enhancements cost a lot of money, what happens to society? We could create the ultimate class divide, one that's literally written into our DNA, a future split between the genetically enhanced and the naturals. But the implications here might go even deeper than just social divisions. Some scientists are now asking if this fusion of human biology and AI is something much more fundamental, maybe even the next stage of evolution itself. So, in evolutionary biology, there's this idea called a major evolutionary transition. It's when separate independent things team up to form a new, more complex individual. A perfect example is how single cells came together to create multicellular life, like us. It's a huge change in how life itself is organized. Okay, and this is where it gets really wild. A recent scientific paper actually argues that our deep connection with AI could be the next major evolutionary transition. It could create a kind of hybrid human-AI being where natural selection stops acting just on us and starts acting on the whole human-AI unit together. And this could all go one of two ways. In one future, AI is always just our tool, something we design, we update, we control. But in the other future, AI could become its own evolving thing, a system of competing agents that learns and adapts all by itself, developing goals we never gave it, and becoming totally unpredictable. So, this is the ultimate question we're left with. Are we just building our most powerful tool ever? Or are we becoming a small part of something brand new and much, much bigger? The only thing we know for sure is that the future isn't written yet. We're the generation that has to start answering these questions.